Oye, necesito que vengas mañana. ¿Sí? ¿A qué hora quieres que vaya? Necesito que estés aquí antes de las 5. Vale, vale, nos vemos allá. Hello and welcome back to Spanish from Scratch. I'm Eduardo. If you've been watching my videos, thank you very much for the support. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you find my videos useful and I make you learn Spanish faster. Today's topic will be a very interesting one. I believe it's a very good lesson, but it's not easy. Now, I promise you this. If you learn this topic, you will go from the beginner level to the intermediate or even the advanced level, okay? This is the topic that makes the difference between a basic student or an intermediate into a high student. But first, in order to be ready to this video, you need to study first the simple present conjugation, okay? So I recommend you go to my previous videos and you watch the simple present series so you'll be more than ready for this lesson. We are going to start learning the subjunctive in present, and in this video we will cover the conjugation because before getting into the concepts we need to be very good at conjugating the verbs. So let's go to the conjugation chart. Okay, so let's take a look at this. On the left part we will have some verbs, right? We have hablar, which is to talk, comer, to speak, vivir, to live, poner, to put, conocer, to know or to meet, and tener, to have. Now, the first step into getting the subjunctive conjugation, guys, is that we conjugate these verbs in present for the subject yo, like we have in here. For example, we say yo hablo, okay? Yo como and yo vivo. That will be the first step. So we have the verbs in present. Now, the rule is that if a verb ends in AR, we will eliminate this O and we'll replace it with an E, okay? For example, for hablar, we say yo hable. Let me put in here, yo hable. So we remove the O at the end and we put an E. Now, when the verbs end in ER or in IR, we will change the last vowel and we will put an A. For example, comer, como, and we say coma. Let's repeat that. Como, coma. O vivir, vivir ends in IR, so we take out that O and we put an A. Viva. So now we have the first conjugation. We say yo hable, yo coma, yo viva. Now we just need to fill this grid with the corresponding endings for each subject. For example, tú hables, ella hable, nosotros hablemos, ellos hablen, ustedes hablen. For comer, we would say tú comas, ella coma, nosotros comamos, ellos coman, ustedes coman. And for vivir, we would say tú vivas, ella viva, él viva, nosotros vivamos, ellos vivan, y ustedes vivan. And that will be the process. So let's take a look at the steps. Steps 1, conjugate the verbs in simple present for the subject yo. Step 2, depending on the ending of the verb, you change to the vowel E or to the vowel A. Pretty easy, right? Now, this is the very important part. Now, let's take a look at these verbs. We have poner, conocer, and tener. Okay? It's very important that you conjugate for the subject yo, because we have poner would be pongo, conocer would be conozco, and tener would be tengo. As we can see, these three verbs are a little irregular in the subject yo in present. But we need all the verbs that are irregular in present, they will take this irregularity in the subjunctive as well, okay? So we need to always conjugate first for the subject yo. So poner, pongo. Now step 2. What is the ending of poner? It ends in ER. So we take out that O and we put an A. Ponga. Let's go with the next one. Conocer, we conjugate for yo. Conozco. Conocer ends in ER, so we change for an A. Conozca. And the same with tener. Tener, and we say tengo, ends in ER, so we change for an A. Tenga. Now we have the 3 subjunctive forms. Now we say yo ponga, yo conozca, yo tenga. So we have the 3 conjugations already. Now let's complete the chart. Tú pongas, ella ponga, nosotros pongamos, ellos pongan, ustedes pongan. Let's go with conocer. Tú conozcas, ella conozca, nosotros conozcamos, ellos conozcan, ustedes conozcan. And with tener, tú tengas, ella tenga, nosotros tengamos, ellos tengan, y ustedes tengan. Okay? And it's as simple as that. So we always conjugate in yo, in present, then we change the ending and we have the subjunctive conjugation. Okay? Now, we only need to be careful with these verbs because they are irregular in this conjugation. Now, for estar, we would say esté. Repeat that. Esté. For ser, we would say sea. Let's repeat one more time. Sea. For dar, we say de. One more time. De. For haber, we would say haya. One more time. Haya. For ir, we would say vaya. One more time. Vaya. And for saber, we would say sepa. One more time. Sepa. These 6 verbs, we need to memorize them, guys. There is no other way, okay? But that happens in every language. With practice, you will get it naturally. Now, let's complete the verbs. Esté, estés, esté, estemos, estén, y estén. Let's go with sea. Yo sea, tú seas, ella sea, nosotros seamos, ellos sean, ustedes sean. Vamos con dar, to give. Yo dé, tú des, ella dé, nosotros demos, ellos den, ustedes den. Let's go with haber. Say yo haya, tú hayas, ella haya, nosotros hayamos, ellos hayan, ustedes hayan. So with ir, we would say yo vaya, tú vayas, ella vaya, nosotros vayamos, ellos vayan, ustedes vayan. And let's go with saber. We would say yo sepa, tú sepas, ella sepa, él sepa, nosotros sepamos, ellos sepan, ustedes sepan. And that will be all the conjugations in the subjunctive tense. So, in the next video, we're going to be looking at the first concept of the subjunctive in present. But before going into that video, I strongly recommend you study and you practice with these conjugations a lot because we need to make them natural for us. Now, it's not that hard, but it requires practice, okay? And that'll be all for this video. Now, the only purpose of this video is that you learn how to conjugate the verbs first before jumping into the concepts, okay? I've seen in many cases that if we don't have this conjugation dominated, it gets really hard to use it with concepts in conversation. So I strongly recommend you watch this video again or as many times as you need it in order for you to learn the conjugation. Also, if you're having trouble making the conjugation for yo, I would recommend you watch my series on simple present. It will make your life way easier and that way you will be able to learn Spanish much faster, which is my ultimate goal. Now guys, if you found value in this video, I would really appreciate that you subscribe to my channel. You help me and also help me get to more people who are trying to learn my language. Now, I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye!